All right.
I don't know where to start. I guess we'll start with Jimmy. Is there an update, or where does that stand, please?
He tweaked his ankle. We'll see how he feels tomorrow.
I'm sure it wasn't the plan to tell Max, take the first 32 minutes off and then
Definitely not.
Save it for us. What's that like to see what he did?
Yeah, I mean, he's ignitable for sure. And to the average fan out there, that is not easy to do what he did or what Gabe did tonight, where you don't play in the first half and then all of a sudden, you get your number gets called, but that's what makes them, who they are. They constantly prepare. They stay mentally engaged. They breathe life constantly into their teammates. And I think when you're really celebrating other people's success and pouring into the team, with purity, and you keep yourself ready. And I just think it helps when your number is called, and especially in these unpredictable circumstances. And that's what happens in this league. It happens on every team all season long. Things change, injuries happen, guys go out, foul trouble, whatever. Are you mentally engaged and ready, for that opportunity? And both those guys were, and Max was just tremendous. On both ends of the court. He was physical on the defensive side, took a great charge, but he was there on the glass. He was also just putting bodies on guys when we were switching. And then, the ignitability part of it is just really unique. He hits 2, he feels like he hit 10. And then everybody was looking for him, and he just made some really nice plays offensively.
With Tyler, we've talked about it a lot this season, but his second quarter, how much did his shot creation, his scoring kind of lift the offense there?
Yeah, it was really important, even there at the end. They flattened us out, which, every team can do that. You get down to at the end of games, the last 4 or 5 minutes of close games, it really becomes dependent on your guys to be able to make plays, and Tyler can create things out of nothing, where they flatten you out and you just have to have somebody that can create a shot and get a high quality, efficient looking shot, and Tyler can do that at all 3 levels, and he did it, in the final stretch. He got a layup, he got a pull-up jumper, and he got a 3. And some free throws. So he basically did it at all 4 levels. And that's what makes him really unique and special.
With those free throws, his free throw rate has been spiking over the last month or 2 months. Is there anything you can attribute to what?
Yeah, it's a lot of different factors. It's, reading the defenses better. It was the summer of work, in the weight room. To be able to handle a little bit more contact. It's his skill level also, to be able to get to where he wants to go. And a lot of times if you can get to spots, the defense, if they're out of position, will foul. And I think his skill level is putting him in those positions more. He has a better confidence and feel for when to do that as well. And all of that is really needed. All the best players in the league, can really exploit when you're out of position, and he's doing that better and better.
And then it was a little weird tonight with Jimmy going out, and then Bam's foul trouble, but you did end up using some lineups because of Vic and Keith's return that haven't played together this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of late in the year to be doing that under normal circumstances, but is that just kind of the
I feel like this is our normal. Yeah. And I think the more that we can embrace that and not just, anticipate that everybody will always be available, I think that is an amazing quality of this team. It's just to be able to have different guys step up, not make excuses, not feel sorry for ourselves, not get caught up in frustration and things you can't control, and just focus on playing winning basketball. And we've had to do that all season long, different guys stepping up, different rotations. I've had a lot of different lineups where guys haven't played together, but they're prepared, they're ready, and they understand how we're trying to play, and that's the most important thing.
Erik, the small, subtle steps taken by Vic and Markieff, your thoughts as they continue to move in?
Yeah,
around?
that's just the most important thing, is just continue to get out there and, get in a better feel, a better rhythm of how to contribute and how to help us, play winning basketball. And those minutes are really important. They both had really good moments. I thought Markieff really played important minutes. When Bam got out, and he's a facsimile of how we play with Bam. There's like a confidence and kind of a stability, knowing that we can play the same game. I mean, Bam had to come out of the third quarter so fast, but we settled in, pretty quickly with Keefe because it's a similar game, and that's really a credit to all the work he's put in, behind the scenes. His conditioning is there. It's not the same as live 5-on-5, but he's able to play 15 to 18 to 20 minutes, pretty hard. And he's doing it on both ends, so I'm really encouraged by that.
With Kyle, I know it's not just about his shooting, but lately there have been a bunch of kind of low shot totals, I guess. What do you think he's seeing out there that maybe has led to those type of performances where he doesn't feel the need to take 5, 10, 12?
Yeah, and that's part of his genius. He can feel the tenor of a team, and what's needed, and he can adjust and adapt game to game. I mean, that's incredible, to be able to try to get guys involved, try to get other people comfortable. Wouldn't we all be better if we just constantly thought like that? How do you make other people feel like they can be their best version? But he also has proven over the course of his decorated career that, when you really need him just to be more assertive and be more aggressive and shoot more, he will. But it's not something where he's, predetermining that coming into a game. It's based on, a lot of different factors.
You mentioned Markieff plugging into the Bam role. You went to the PJ Markieff combo there that produced really good minutes. Just what do you think of that type of combo, the spacing and the versatility defensively?
I'm interested in it for sure. No, I am. It felt like there's space, there's toughness. The skill set that Markieff brings is really fits this group. It's not like we're reinventing, who he's been. This has been who he's been his entire career. He had to get to it a little bit quicker, but something, that we've talked about as a staff, and I'm glad that actually we're pushed into that, immediately into the third quarter. There were a lot of positives with that unit.
We'll go one via Zoom to Donovan Campbell.
Hey, Coach Spo, how you doing?
Good.
You guys take a lot of pride in drawing fouls. You guys have 101 drawn fouls on the season. The second team, you got them beat by at least 50. Just the pride you guys take in drawing fouls on,
Yeah, the taking the charge, and I talked about it yesterday after practice. It's really a lot of different factors. You have to have the IQ and anticipation on the weak side to be able to see plays before they happen, because those are bang bang plays, and if you're late on it, it's going to be a block. And then you have to have the willingness and the toughness and the unselfishness to sacrifice your body for the team. We have a roster full of guys that want to make those kind of plays, defensively, for the next guy. Max took a really physical charge. Same thing with Kyle does it every single game. But, we have a lot of guys that just step in there and take hits, and they want to take those hits. And those are big momentum plays, too, when they go in your favor.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.